For 60 years, the development aid architecture has been constantly evolving and adapting to a changing environment. It underwent the most dramatic transformation at the turn of the 21st century. It became more complex during that period due to a number of factors. Firstly, the impact of globalization and growing interdependence between various aspects of human activities. Secondly, the number of donors and aid delivery channels grew. Thirdly, redistribution of roles in the global economy and politics between various groups of state and non-state actors. Nowadays, the concept of development aid architecture in international development cooperation is rather complex. For further work, we need to answer three important questions. What is the difference between international development assistance and other forms of aid? Who are the participants in international development cooperation? What is aid modality? In the broadest sense, foreign aid is a voluntary transfer of resources from donors to recipients. The fundamental difference of the international development cooperation assistance from other forms of aid is the focus on promoting socio-economic development and increasing the wealth of developing countries. In this case, the development is defined as a process aimed at improving the quality of life of an individual through economic growth. Important aspects of development for individual also include their income and consumption level, creation of conditions conducive to the self-esteem improvement through the system of social, political and economic institutions, acquisition of personal freedom by expanding the access to various customer goods and services. Actors involved in IDC can be divided into two groups: donors and recipients, or development partners. Major development partners are developing countries, countries with economies in transition and fragile states. Donors community includes members of the OECD DAC, or established donors, and donor countries which do not belong to the OECD DAC. Emerging donors are development banks, the International Monetary Fund, UN agencies and other international institutions. It should be noted that these multilateral organisations are financed by donor countries. Non-governmental organisations and private philanthropic foundations also serve as donors. Their activities are focused on resolving problems of social significance. Aid modality is quite a broad concept and includes defining means of aid delivery, channels and financial instruments that possess ICD criteria. The lecture Aid Architecture provides details about the difference between assistance provided by the government and private organisations, defines official development assistance and interaction between donor and recipient countries through different forms of aid.